Welcome back everyone. Who likes magic? Well, good. This video is for you, but it's also for anyone who likes having their mind blown and being a little bit freaked out in the process. After working on this channel for quite a few years now, I think that perfectly describes most of our subscriber base. If I'm right, then this is the perfect video for all of you. Let's see if I'm right. My name is Burke, and this is the top 10 scary magic tricks that fooled the world. If you want to see a whole different kind of magic, check out our top 10 Harry Potter spells right up here. I know it's not real magic, but I mean, you know, even real magic isn't real magic, if you know what I mean. Anyway, check it out if you want to right after this video, because we are jumping in now at number 10 and we have Buried Alive. On April 5th, 1999, David Blaine performed his first ever public stunt, and it was one to remember. He was buried underground in a plexiglass coffin that was put under a 3-ton water-filled tank for 7 days and 7 nights while surviving on nothing but liquid. It took place at Trump Place in New York. All Blaine had was 6 inches of headroom and 2 inches of room on either side of him. Over the course of the 7 days, 75,000 people came to watch this spectacle. Even Mary Blood, the niece of Harry Houdini, came to visit. That's a huge honor considering Houdini is considered the greatest escape artist of all time. Nobody understood how Blaine was doing it. Generally speaking, a human can go weeks without food, but less than a week without water. Was he just able to hold out? Perhaps. Some people have suggested oxygen and water being fed into the box. Then there's the whole issue of urine. Whatever he did, it fooled everyone. Moving on to number 9 now, we have CYRILS' head. Cyril Takayama is an American magician who used to busk on the streets of Tokyo using magic tricks to earn money. He became very famous in Japan and then famous globally when his tricks were shared online. One of those tricks was him removing his own head. You heard me right. Take a look. Now there are many theories out there online about just how Cyril did this incredible trick. Some people might have it right, but for the most part everyone is totally baffled. Coming at number 8 now, we have flying. For those of you that don't know, David Copperfield is an American magician, often described as the most commercially successful magician in history. Now you might think, okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean his tricks are any good. Well, you'd be wrong. He's definitely baffled the world on a few occasions. One of his most famous tricks was the flying trick. Check it out. It still impresses me, even to this day. David has been performing this trick since 1992. In all that time, some people claim to have figured it out, but many people are more than content to just sit back and enjoy the show. Next up at number 7 now, we have Russian roulette. Derren Brown is one of my favourite magicians and illusionists of all time. I've actually been to see him live 3 times. I'm a fan. Perhaps his most famous stunt was his Russian roulette trick. In a secret location, a member of the public was chosen from a UK-wide search. They were told to load a revolver with a real bullet. Derren then took the gun and played Russian roulette on live television. Now if you don't know what that is, it's a lethal game of chance in which a person puts a single bullet in a revolver, spins the cylinder, places it against their head and pulls the trigger. If the bullet is in that chamber, they die. It's that simple. Sound terrifying? Well, that's exactly what Derren did on live TV in the UK. When he felt the chamber had reached the one with the bullet in, he was to fire it at the sandbag. I remember watching this as a kid and I had to watch from behind the sofa. Terrifying stuff. Coming in at number 6 now, we have the Vanishing statue. In one of David Copperfield's specials from the 80s, he did something that sounds so ridiculous you'd actually have to see it to believe it. He made the Statue of Liberty disappear. Yes, as in that world famous landmark in New York. They constructed 2 scaffolding towers on Liberty Island in front of the statue and had a helicopter circling above to give an aerial view of the statue. The live audience on Liberty Island was seated 200 feet in front of the statue. A curtain was to be raised to hide the statue from view. It sounded crazy, but then this happened. Now if you go out there online, you can find people's theories on just how he did this, and you better hope they're right, if I'm honest, because I don't want to live in a world where a guy can just vanish buildings at will. Terrifying. Moving on to number 5 now, we have the bullet catch. This is a trick that's been done for a long time. It usually involves a magician attempting to catch a bullet in their mouth. For many people, the most famous example of this in recent times was done by the legendary magic duo Penn and Teller. They got members of the audience to sign a pair of bullets. They then loaded them into 2 magnum guns equipped with laser sights, and you could cut the tension with a knife. At the end of the day, this, like so much else we've talked about, is a trick. Many people have theories on how it's done, but here's the scary part. Magicians have died in the past attempting this trick, which makes it seem a lot more impressive when it is pulled off. Moving on to number 4 now, we have switching bodies. This was a bizarre trick by Criss Angel in which he ripped apart 2 strangers' bodies and put them back together, but the wrong way around. With the help of some people in a park, he pulled the people apart by their ankles and wrists. He then picked up their top halves and swapped them over. If it sounds confusing, just take a look at this clip.
What the I'm over here. What the You have my legs!
I've watched that quite a few times now, and it's always hard to stomach, even if you guys have figured out how it's done. At the number 3 spot now, we have Drowned Alive. That's the name of David Blaine's 2006 special, in which he was submerged in an 8-foot diameter water-filled sphere in front of the Lincoln Center in New York for 7 days and 7 nights. And during that time, he used tubes for air and nutrition. Doctors became concerned when David started showing signs of liver and kidney damage. He decided to conclude the stunt by attempting to break the world record of holding your breath underwater, which stood at 8 minutes and 58 seconds. The crowd couldn't believe what they were seeing.
My body feels like it's on fire. My lungs are begging for air as I desperately fight the urge to breathe.
Top off.
In the end, he didn't manage to break the record, but he still amazed the world. That whole last minute was equally disturbing and impressive to see. Moving on to number 2 now, we have the frog trick. In 2016, David Blaine started performing a trick that has now become something of a signature for him. One of the most famous examples was done in front of Drake, Steph Curry, and Dave Chappelle and all of their friends. David Blaine asked Drake to think of a small creature that could fit in the palm of his hand. Dave Chappelle was then asked to guess what he was thinking of and draw a picture of it. He chose to draw a frog. That's when things started getting really weird. Blah. Now since then, David has been performing this trick all over the world, even producing frogs from his stomach on The Tonight Show, of all places, and the reactions are usually the same: shock, horror, and just general disgust. And finally, number 1 now, we have Death Saw. This is probably the most famous magic trick ever done by David Copperfield, in which he sawed himself in half in front of a live audience of thousands of people. David was strapped face down onto a board. Then a huge circular blade was slowly brought down towards his body. Now at first, it looks like a classic escape trick. He has to get free of those shackles before he's cut in half by the blade. Then it seems as if something goes wrong, and he actually is sliced in half. His 2 halves are then pulled apart. At one point, a skeptical audience member even tells him to move his feet, and David obliges. If that wasn't enough though, David then reverses time and puts himself right back together again. Truly one of the most shocking and impressive tricks ever performed on live TV. Well, at least in my opinion, but do let me know of any others. Maybe I could use them to make a potential part 2, if that sounds good. It's time to take a quick look at some of your comments now at the end of the video. These are from my urban legends that are actually true part 2 video. Kerry Ann said, "Oh yes, I was hoping there would be a part 2. Danny is so good at the urban legends, creepy videos. He's so cool." Well, thank you, Kerry Ann. We can do a part 3 if that's what you want. This was actually the top comment on the video, so I think a lot of you guys might agree with her. This isn't the first time I've seen Kerry Ann get a top comment on one of our videos. I think she's figured out how to do it, like the actual formula. Or maybe she's just well known online. I have no idea. You have to let me know, though. I'm pretty curious now. Next up, Imaginary Friend said, I don't know if it is true or not, but I heard a rumor about my school, the primary school, that the school holding grades K2 was separated from the middle school, high school, and the other elementary school because the building had caught on fire, and most students got out while all the staff did, and in the bathroom in the cafeteria a little girl or boy will appear in the mirror asking for help to escape. My friend said it was true, and if you see them go tell a teacher that something's in the bathroom, then it should disappear. I never saw it. My friends told me only people who went to kindergarten in the district would see it. I actually joined the district in grade 2. Wow, okay, so a ghost kid appearing in a mirror asking for help to escape a fire. Yeah, I think you win the creepiest story in the comments section for today. I like it though. It makes me think that we really should just do a video based on scary stories from you guys. I can present them, we can edit in some cool pictures. How would that sound? A top 10 video made by top 10 subscribers. It's going to be huge, I think. Thanks for staying to the end of the video, but the end it is. Thanks for watching. As always guys, my name is Danny Burke and I will see you all in the next one.